The second trailer for Avengers Doomsday has officially leaked, giving us our first look at Thor and his daughter in the movie and potentially teasing Thor's death. So here's everything you need to know about it and how you can watch the trailer yourself. So in this trailer, just as the details came out a couple days ago, we do see Thor in the woods praying to Odin, and he's talking to his father here, mainly focusing on his daughter, Love. Now the leaked trailer is in French, so this translation is a little bit off, I'm sure, with some of the words, but pretty much what he's saying is, "Father, all my life I have answered the calls of honor, duty, and battle, but fate offered me something I have never hoped for, a child, a life preserved from the storm. Grant me the strength of all fathers so that I can fight once more, defeat a new enemy, and return to her, not as a warrior, but as a protector. They do not know war, but worry, the kind I have never known. I beg you, Father, hear my prayer." And when he's talking about Love in this trailer and first mentions her, it actually cuts from him being in the woods praying to Odin to him actually being inside his house and in Love's room. And we see Thor walking over to her bed, sitting down and kind of like waking her up and be like, "Hey, I gotta go to this big battle." Again, he doesn't say that in the trailer, it's only the narration I just read you, but that seems like what's happening in this scene. Then the trailer cuts, we end up getting the Thor will return in Avengers Doomsday, and again the Doomsday timer counting down to the movie's release. And I'm not gonna lie, as cool as the Steve Rogers Captain America teaser we got last week was, I actually think this one is better for the actual story of Doomsday. Like, it gives us a real look at the tone in the movie. We actually get to hear good dialogue from Thor telling us something about where the characters are in this film, unlike the Steve Rogers one. And most importantly, it seems like the Russo brothers are once again going to be cooking with the character of Thor. Like I've said it many times before, I think Infinity War and Endgame are the best Thor stories we've seen, better than any of his solo movies, even though I do love Ragnarok. But I feel like the Russos know how to perfectly balance like the more humorous side of the characters while also giving us that more serious side without it being as boring as the first two Thor films or as goofy as the last two Thors. Now, I've said this before, but I kind of want to reiterate how smart I think this is from the Russo brothers, because obviously Doomsday is going to have just tons of different characters. We know there's already like over 30 confirmed cast members and probably a lot more that will be in this movie. We're dealing with the multiverse, multiple realities and universes. Sometimes when the stakes are that high, it ends up working against the movie because the audience can't really emotionally connect to the film anymore. But Doomsday is doing something really smart. We're getting Thor and his daughter as a huge emphasis in the second trailer. The first trailer was literally of Steve Rogers and his new son. And of course, we've also seen Doctor Doom already taking Franklin Richards from Reed and Sue. This gives both us, the audience, and the characters in the film much more personal stakes and reasons that they're fighting in this film and that we care about them coming back alive from these battles. Like again, Thor is literally praying to come back not for himself, just so he can be there for his daughter. Now, if you want to find this trailer and watch it yourself, as of right now, we only have the French version of this trailer, but I'm sure within a few hours or by tomorrow, we'll get the English version too. Simply just go over to my Twitter/X @VetsMovies. I'm going to constantly be reposting as they're getting taken down in real time, so you guys can go and watch this thing. And I'm also reposting a new higher quality version of the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer that leaked now in its entirety that just came out today as well. And speaking of which, if you want to hear my complete breakdown of the leaked Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, click the video above my head right now. You just got to skip like a minute in over the Thor stuff because obviously this is now out.